We added 21 feet of distance to this player's hits in just 7 days, and this helped him go from weak contact to driving the ball with authority. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how we did it so that you can add instant power to your game as well. Now, if you're new here, I'm former MLB player Jermaine Curtis. I'm the creator of the 100X Power Program, and I help players hit harder, farther, and more consistently using the same methods I used in pro ball, and now I coach online and in person. And if you've been struggling with power and you want me to break down your swing for free and show you what's holding you back from hitting for power, there's a link below. We'll jump on a call with me or my team. I'll look over your video and give you custom feedback on what's holding you back from taking your game to that next level. So before I tell you exactly what we did, I wanted to share with you some of the pocket radar sessions. So you'll see here, he was hitting the baseball at 47 miles per hour. You can see here, now he's at 50 miles per hour on average. So if you can do quick math, you can see that he added 3 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that equals 21 feet of distance. This is a huge jump in such a short amount of time. So quickly, I'm going to share with you a before and after. So on the left-hand side, this is before, and you can see right now he has a very simple, repeatable swing. You can see how he gets back into his backside, he turns the barrel, strides out to the baseball, and it's very well optimized to make contact. And this was the outcome that he was getting in games, just making consistent contact, getting base hits. And now you'll see something completely different. You'll see how he puts all his weight into his back leg. You can see how he turns the barrel, and you can see the movements being more explosive, and you can see how those numbers start to jump up as well. Okay, so right now I'm going to walk you through what we did, because the player on the left could make contact, right? And he would hit the ball consistently, but the ball wasn't going as far as he would like. He wants to hit his first home run, and that's the ultimate goal that we're working towards. We're chipping away at it. Right now, we're at 49 feet of distance in 21 days, and we still have a lot more to go in order for him to be able to hit his first home run. But we're chipping away at it, and each piece and each week we are working towards getting those numbers up so we can be able to do that. So I'm going to walk you through now what we did. Now, if you've been following my channel, I talk about a framework I call the Coyos Framework, and it's basically teaching you how to use your lower half correctly. So this is exactly what we did in week 3. In week 3, we focus on the lower half, and we focus on using the big muscles to drive the baseball, because you want to use the lower half. If we can get into the lower half, the ball will start jumping off, and that's the reason why he jumped up 21 feet, is because now he's using his lower half the right way. And it's only going to get better the more he starts to perfect using the lower half. So right now, I'm going to walk you through the Coyos Framework. So Coyos Framework is what I teach, and you'll see here, again, on the left hand side, he wasn't really doing much. On this side, you'll see something completely different. So first off, the first part of the Coyos Framework is to coil. Okay, and so what we want to do here, when we coil, right, you'll see a difference here. Actually, let me start on this side. You'll see right here, he kind of shifts his weight back a little bit, and then you can see how he basically turns the barrel and goes to the ball, right? Very simple, very repeatable swing, optimized for contact. Now you can see here, you can see how he shifts back, right? But when he's shifting back, he is loading into the ground. So his heels getting loaded into the ground. You can see how all the weight is going into this back leg, right? He's creating power, right? He's creating energy. Power comes from the ground up, right? All these people talk about bat speed. They talk about all this, but power comes from the ground up. And I can, to explain this, if you're hitting a baseball and you didn't use your lower body, you would get a significantly lower, you wouldn't hit the ball as far just by using your upper body. But if you use your lower half, the big muscles, you can get more power through it, right? So That's exactly what we're doing here. Power comes from the ground and then it's released into the baseball. So you can see with him and his new mechanics that is, basically optimized to drive the ball more. You can see how he's shifted into that back leg. He's coiling his front knee is turned inward, right? He's doing the things that allows him to start creating energy and power. And then the second thing is an orchestrated step. So you'll see here as he starts to make his orchestrated step, right? It's pretty similar to what he's doing here. Okay. Pretty similar, but this one seems more control. This one isn't as in control, right? And then the third part of it, which is the I, is initiate landing. So now he's in this landing position. In this one, he's already pushing towards the ball. And this was how he was leaking power. His hands will push a little bit too early, and then what you get is weak contact instead of driving the baseball. In this one, you can see completely difference. That foot is down, and you can see he's now still he's in a power position, right? That knob is still pointing to the catcher. You can see how his upper body is still coiled, right? But his lower half is starting to unravel, which is going to allow him to increase those exit velocity numbers and how hard he hits the baseball. So now let's go into, we did the L. Now you'll see here as he starts to turn the barrel, okay, you can see how his lower half starts to, his backside starts to get into it. Now he does a good job here on this lower half. His back knee gets parallel to the ground. He's getting that knee drive, so that's good. But you'll see here he really turns that backside into the ball. Again, he does the same thing here, getting that back knee parallel with the ground. You can see now he's really getting that power. His back foot is getting off the ground, but he's really driving into the baseball. And then the last thing is a strong front side. So you'll see here, actually, let me show this. So when he starts to get to this position, okay, you see how he takes his front foot heel and anchors it into the ground, which stops his hips from moving forward and gets all the power that he created into the ball. Now he does a decently job here, but you can see here he does it even better, right? He pushes into the ground, gets that firm front side, and now that power is getting released into the baseball. And this is how those numbers start to creep up and allow him to start driving the baseball. So now he's hitting the ball on average about 50 miles per hour. We still have a long ways to go to get him to his ultimate goal, but he's starting to learn how to use his body effectively to drive the baseball. And that's the most important thing, right? Once he learns how to do this, he's going to be hitting the ball harder and farther, and he's going to chip away at the goal of hitting his first home run. And this player right here is in Los Angeles, and I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're working together, and he's slowly getting better. He's working towards it. And I'm just so excited for him because he puts in the work, and I can't wait till he hit his first home run. So with that said, if you want to get results like this, I'll put a link below. You can schedule a time with me and my team. We'll start to look over your swing and then identify what's holding you back from driving the baseball, and then put a plan together so that you're able to start driving it, right? I do have a program. This is what I do, and I can help players all across the country. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next video.